Now, Max, the Pledge of Resistance has been in the forefront with respect to getting the Democrats to cut off the funding, being the source of the war. The funding is the source for the war.
Right.
And how do you feel about your efforts with those? And in particular, Cardin and Mikulski. I know you've met with them, you've done protests outside their office. Where are we today about that?
Well, I'll use the term, it's a crying shame, because we met with all of the 2 senators and the 3 legislators from the Baltimore area. Actually sat down, talked to them. They say everything we want them to say. This is a disastrous war. This war was built on lies. The Bush administration, they don't say it, but imply that they're war criminals. And then when we ask, well, can you vote against any further funding of this war? No, we must support the troops. Everyone knows that the only way you can really support the troops is by bringing them home. And we're determined we're going to be pushing these Democrats to do this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but the people voted in November to bring the troops home.
Well, I think Speaker Pelosi, who is from Baltimore,
Little Italy,
she keeps on saying that it was a mandate of the people to end this war,
right?
And yet the Democrats don't seem like they're up to fulfilling that mandate.
Well, what's really, really sad, Bill, and I really firmly believe this, the Democratic leadership wants the war to continue. They want the war to continue so that in 2008 they can hang that albatross around Republicans' necks. Not only in the presidential election, but there are 20 Republican senators that are coming up for re-election in 2008. The Democrats can say this was a Republican war. Look at the mess they got us into. Vote for us and we'll clean up the mess. It's a sad, sad situation because it reminds me very much of Nixon and Kissinger. They could have had, quote unquote, a peace agreement in North Vietnam well before the '72 election. They chose not to. And how many thousands of troops died at that time? Here, most of the casualties are Iraqi civilians. And what we're doing over there, what we're leaving those people, this mess is beyond comprehension. In my mind, it's the worst administration that I have experienced. And I didn't think you could get worse than the Nixon or the Reagan administration, and Bush Jr. sure has proved me wrong.